Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail Thorne and Devon.
Hello, listeners.
Bonjour, cowabunga, whatever is French for cowabunga.
We're here, we're stroking our long, fuzzy ears. We've all been transformed into bottom. In Nova's case, it wasn't much of a transformation.
Unseen.
Listen, we've been fighting the puppy
podcast.
girl, cat girl wars for 100 years. And I think we've been sleeping here on the prospects of Donkey Girl, you know?
Donkey
Maybe
girl.
we have. Maybe we
Okay.
have. Sterile, kind of dumb, easily led. I can see it.
Buck teeth. Yells
The
out of
potential.
nowhere a lot. Kicks things. I can see this.
Okay, all right. Let's gin this up.
All right.
I have to say, by way of contextualizing this episode, I am firmly back on my bullshit.
Yay!
So it would appear, my love.
I was trying to play along. I was trying to find a good truck film, and I went through a couple. I went through like a Japanese romantic comedy called Vibrator. I went through a Serbian film called My Red Blue Truck or something. I went through like a South American one called Las Acacias. None of them really fit the bill exactly, and so what I was left with was the most tenuous link in podcasting. A donkey is a kind of truck.
A donkey
sure.
is a kind of truck. I'm willing to put my stake down, defend you to the end of the earth here. A donkey is a
Thank
truck.
you.
I'm convinced.
Thank you. And on that basis, I contrived a reason for us to watch a really depressing black and white French film. It's not like me at all, I know this. And I made us watch Robert Bresson's Hasard, Balthazar, or Balthazar at random, if you'd rather. Now, I hope you enjoyed it, because this like I say, it's a real November pick, you know?
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. It was cute. 1966, listeners, we're traveling back in time to the days before they invented color.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Or acting, or anything, really.
I'm very glad that what this represents to me, November, is that you're well again.
yes,
Yeah,
You've been ill for a second. You're back, baby.
Nature is
I'm
healing.
so back.
Sat
I'm
up
so
like
locked
the
in.
Undertaker. Put on the French film about a donkey. Let's go.
I came back from a Disco Elysium LARP in Czechia. I got sick.
Yeah, I wasn't joking about that.
Yeah, because like that's 100 people in close quarters, and then I took a while of like sounding like Con O'Neill for a bit, but eventually I rallied, and I rallied with the power of existential French filmmaking.
Yeah, last time we did this, we watched The Bicycle Thieves, which is the best movie anyone's ever made. Before that, we watched Andrei Rublev, which is The Adventures of Logan Paul, a medieval Russian monk. And now we're doing The Adventures of a fucking donkey in the French countryside. Let's go. Lock in.
Yeah. I mean, Jean-Luc Godard called this film "The World in an Hour and a Half," right? And I think that's really key. It's I talk a lot about cinema as a sort of generator of empathy. This is an attempt to sort of push that to its limits, and the reason why is because it is entirely POV donkey. Well, not POV, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not POV, but it's as you say, it's Balthazar at random. It's just moments from the life of a donkey.
We begin with some classical piano, some Schubert, which is abruptly just over the credits, which is abruptly interrupted, as Abby alluded to, by a horrible braying donkey noise. I don't know how familiar we all are with donkeys, but the noise is not mellifluous to listen to.
It's an affronting soundscape to start the movie with, for sure.
Yeah. Immediately we're sort of juxtaposing these two things.
They don't sound good. Yeah. But we see our protagonist, who is an adorable baby donkey. He's so
Not a
sweet.
beautiful
I hope
baby
nothing
donkey.
bad happens to the baby donkey.
The literal first shot is of a human hand reaching out to pet this baby donkey and stroking him.
Yeah.
And these are children, right? Who are sort of like patting him, and they take him away from his mother, this donkey, immediately to be like, no, we want this donkey, we want this one.
Yeah. I wanted this one donkey, as my dad said when he was a child, and this has become a famous saying in the family for like being stubborn. So I wanted this one donkey. But they do. They wanted this one donkey, and they get him.
They want this one donkey.
Yeah.
They go like, we got to have this one, and their father, who's there, goes, it's impossible, and we immediately cut to the three of them walking away with the donkey. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, Mary.
All right.
Reminds me of the poem about having Andrew Kane, How to Be a Dog. You know, to be a dog, you must learn to give up your children and not know why.
Sort of immediately teaches you how to watch the movie as well, because like you're led to believe straight away things are going to be happening between shots. A lot of this is going to take place in between things, and you're just going to have to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like you're not inviting the donkey into the room for like a lot of the really important conversations, you know?
And he's not paying attention to it, really.
No.
Yeah,
no,
he's got shit to do. He's got donkey shit to do, you know? We don't know whether there was a negotiation with a farmer or what, but whatever, they said you can't have the donkey, and then the next thing they have the donkey. The donkey's like, okay, I guess I'm going with these guys.
Yeah, and the first thing that the donkey has to do on the donkey to-do list is get baptized. Get baptized, get named by these children in a sort of like mimicry of like Christian baptism, right? Get some like sort of faux holy water like sprinkled on him, and a little girl names him Balthazar after one of the three wise men.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you don't get the donkey baptized, you go to donkey hell.
Well, so this is interesting. This is a view that I read in a review of this as I was researching for this, is the idea that by baptizing him and naming him, these children have like accidentally ensouled him, and that's why there's a movie. You know, which I don't really buy at all, but I think is a kind of charming idea.
It's cute, yeah.
I like it. Well, because it's teaching us like you got to have empathy with the donkey. Like, how do you tell the viewers the donkey has a soul? Baptize the donkey. Great, love it.
Yeah.
They cuddle him and they play with him. He's so sweet and fuzzy.
Yeah, one of them feeds him salt and says sort of like, sacerdotally, receive the salt of wisdom. So again, it's like you're sort of creating this idea of what this donkey should be, right? This ensouled donkey.
I'm locked in already. I'm Titania maxing. I love the donkey.
These two kids, by the way, Marie and Jacques. Marie is the daughter of the father that they're with, and Jacques is sort of like a child who lives nearby that they're friends with.
Yeah.
This will not be explained to you at any point because they don't say that to the donkey. So you're going to figure it out.
But key to understand, listeners, is that Jacques' father owns all the farmland around this area, and Marie's father is a schoolmaster who lives next door. He lives on the land, but he does not own it.
Yeah, Jacques and Marie are like childhood sweethearts, and Jacques' family are like, metropolitan. They're maybe away from Paris for the summer. Marie's father is this teacher turned sort of tenant farmer, as you say. We don't get a lot of exposition here, which I really like. Like, for instance, the other little girl, the one who gives Balthazar the donkey the salt, is we don't know because we're not going to spend a lot of time explaining that. But what we do get is a nice...
explain it to the donkey.
Yeah, a nice little montage of these kids like playing in the fields with this donkey, frolicking, and then...
Wonderful. What a cute donkey. I hope he's not in for a lifetime of toil and hardship.
Ooh, bad news. Bad news.
Yeah, it's unfortunately donkey hitting day.
Yeah. Well, not yet. Because one of Jacques' little sisters dies. And so Jacques' family is so grief-stricken that they take him away. As we will later learn, Jacques' father just like says to Marie's father, do whatever you want with the land. You farm it, do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm too grief-stricken to really give a shit. But we're leaving.
You're my boy. I trust you.
And Jacques is like, I'm going to leave and I'm going to grow up and, come back later in the movie. See you later, Balthazar. And Balthazar's like, cool. Okay. I bet my life's going to be great.
Yeah. What's next on the menu for the donkey? It is unfortunately donkey hitting day.
Yeah,
donkey hitting day is
break
every day.
we've got donkey hitting day later.
Oh man, seeing that on my calendar.
Also, all of these things, all of these scenes are depicted very naturalistically, right?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of acting. There's not a lot of artifice in this, and I'll talk a bit more about that later. But you go from this picture of sort of like, childhood sweethearts separated and that sort of like, regret that you don't really know how to express at that age, to vision of human cruelty. Two guys who just want to get the fucking donkey to carry the shit and are exhausted hitting the donkey. It's sadistic.
Well, what we functionally get at this point is a donkey Conan the Barbarian montage as like years go by, and Balthazar is like toiling and like getting huge, and it's just becoming like jacked like Donkey Schwarzenegger, like pulling a big wheel and shit. I wrote Donkey Conan.
They made this motherfucker get a job. They made him have to work, and as he's working, you see the title appear on the screen. Les années passent, right? Like the years pass, and you'd hate for les années to pass. That's terrible when that happens.
I was fine with les années passing while I was having a good time with the kids, but during the donkey hitting session, no. I don't want that to last years.
No, I don't want those années to pass.
We get a kind of horrifying sequence where he's forced to like pull an overladen hay cart. Right, and it's it uses sound very violently in this film.
Yes,
everything sort of like affronts in the same way as the like braying donkey interrupting the Schubert, right? Where it's like hooves clattering on like cobblestones and the wheels of the cart, which are very, very loud and moving too fast because he is being driven too fast. And
well, he's going downhill.
Loses control of it on the downhill.
And he crashes and gets separated from the cart. And then the farmers, the lads, are really angry with him, and they chase him away. And he runs. Yeah, they do. And he runs into the grounds of the old farm where he grew up. That's now kind of like overgrown. No. Runs back to his old stable.
He tries to go back to the river.
Oh no,
but
you can't.
It's all fucked.
Very animal instinct.
I will say when he does crash the cart, the shot of the Balthazar donkey in amongst the hay, really sweet. Yeah. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I love this donkey.
It's quite tender. There's kind of like gentleness about a donkey.
But Marie is here. He runs back home and he finds Marie, who is now grown, who pets him. And we learn that her dad has taken over this 500 acres and he's plowed it all with a tractor and he's put his time and effort into it and he's turned it into a big productive farm. Good for him.
This
like,
tractor
with the modern techniques we can farm so much better now.
This tractor is really another example of leaning really heavily on the sound. It's a really like the engine noise is really high in the mix. It's really like harsh and abrupt, right? But we see as he's talking about how he's farming these fields, Marie kind of questions this a little bit. She, has a sort of more philosophical attitude, and she does say to him, these fields aren't ours, right? Like nothing's ours. And she doesn't just mean that in the sense of him being a tenant farmer, but in a sort of more state of nature way.
Yeah. And whilst they're out and about one day, they're being towed by Balthazar in a little cart. Some local kids come by on their bikes, and they're like, "Oh, nice fucking donkey. How many horsepower does it get? 0.5? Fuck you. Like, get with the times, old man."
They've got motorbikes, and it's like day one first ever motorbike invented. It's so good. It's just like a motorbike with a like loud ass fucking lawnmower engine on the front. And they're like, wow, a donkey, that's modern.
They've got the leather jackets like the Wild Bunch.
They've got leather jackets, they've got cigarettes.
Fucking tunnel snakes rule!
Yeah.
Dude, there's a shot later on where he's got like cigarettes, he's got a radio and a leather jacket and a motorbike. And you're like, you know what? You would kind of feel like you were king of shit, if you were the first fucker ever in your like rural French village. To be able to live like this.
And this is Gerard.
We see that this stings a bit. Like this mockery kind of stings both Marie and her father a little bit. This idea that having a donkey is kind of like old fashioned.
But it's like embarrassing.
Yeah. But as you say, Abby, this is Gerard and his gang. Gerard, one of the worst pieces of shit ever. Films.
Kill Gerard 2K26.
Great
kill
casting.
James Bond.
Great casting. He looks like Tobey Maguire in the black suit Spider-Man outfit. He's kind of got that like slightly like oily, greasy like kind of like atmosphere to him. He's got the fucking Venom symbiote. Fuck this kid.
Speaking of oily, he and the gang are introduced pouring motor oil on the ground. for seemingly you think this is just like something they did in olden times, like how on the fucking driving theory test it tells you like, hey, don't pour your motor oil just on the ground for no reason, because we stopped doing that when woke came in. But no, it turns out that the reason why they're doing this is just to crash random cars.
These fucking terrors.